How long did you have to make this film? How long? What time period? I mean,
Well, there was no specified time period, but I started filming immediately. Right after she said yes, I went to Malibu and did a really long interview with her, maybe 3-4 hours, where she just answered everything without flinching. And
were you surprised by that? I mean, were you surprised that she was like, okay, let's, okay, if we're going to do this, let's do this?
no, I think it was something that it was terribly important for her to do, that she had a lot of reasons she wanted to do it. One, it was going to be healing for her, so she wouldn't have to lock all that up anymore. Two, she wanted to do it for her daughters, which were very important because she never really told them about the suicides or about anything else that happened. And they didn't know much about Ernest. They hadn't read much about his books. It was like the family was a blank. And so that was important. And also, too, she's really a social activist. And what she wanted to do was to let people know, listen, if I can make different choices in my life and I can talk about these things, you can too. And maybe you won't do it in the same way I do it, but at least knowing that we'll all have each other's backs and that it's important to talk about it and break through the stigma is what she wanted to do.
Were you surprised that it was such a blank slate for them? I mean, it's the fact that there was, that the Hemingway, obviously, they know they're Hemingways. They know that they are the Ernest Hemingway family. It's like it's not unusual to know in terms of like the kind of, the fact that Ernest Hemingway committed suicide, the fact that there was like this kind of tabula rasa. No one seems to know, it's like, yes, I'm a Hemingway, and there my curiosity ends. How was that possible?
It was possible. It's what happened. I mean, now Mariel can recite all the different people who killed themselves by suicide. When I first was with her, she didn't know them all. So they just blanked them and they kept them inside and they didn't talk about it. They didn't know who Ernest was. I mean, they knew Ernest was a stupendous writer, that the Hemingway name carried everything, and that he was, a man that was larger than life as far as, being a war journalist, a fisherman, going after women, drinking and partying. But they didn't know about his demons. They didn't know about the things that he held inside, and he didn't talk about it either. And it just went on for 3 or 4 generations like that.